Welcome back over to North Idaho Chronicles. Today it's 20 degrees, sun's out, but it's chilly. So I decided to put a mobile ham radio unit in my truck. It's got a lot more power than the handhelds, get a little more range. So I'm going to kind of go over, show you the model I've got, and how I installed it in my Ford F-250. I had some pass-through wires that go through the firewall that's factory. Not quite big enough, but I ran 2 of them to power and 2 to ground, so hopefully that'll work. I was just going to run them to my auxiliary switches, which is really easy because there's wires just right there and you hook them up and done deal. You don't have to mess with going to the battery. But those switches only work in the on position with the key, not on accessory. So I decided to go to the battery, so my key didn't have to be on all the time to use the radio. Just have to remember to turn the radio off, and the truck's sitting so it doesn't kill my battery. But that shouldn't be an issue. So, yeah, I'll add the video after this of kind of what I did on the install. It doesn't show all the work that I was doing. It just shows the, not the final product, but the messy product, all the wires hanging and everything else. So check it out. Not a bad thing to have in your truck. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell. Check us out if you're interested in watching our journey. So, here's the video. How's everybody doing today? I have a Baofeng ham radio, and I've recently got my ham license. But moved on to wanting to put a little higher power mobile unit in my truck, get a little more range. So I bought this unit here and started to install it on my truck. So I'll kind of go over what all I did. Putting it in the Ford. I got kind of a mess right now. But I was going to go to the auxiliary switches that Fords have under the dash, but I found out they only work when the key's on, not even on accessory. So I decided to go straight to the battery, which, as long as you remember to turn the radio off, don't run your battery dead. So I just ran these wires through here. I got to tidy them up. Ford has these pass-through wires that go through the firewall already. They're only 14 gauge, and this wire's 12, I believe. So I hooked them both together. It has 4 pass-through wires, so 2 to power, 2 to ground. I've done that before with stereo equipment, and it's been fine, so hopefully this system will work out. Right now I just have a magnetic antenna. Eventually I'll get a better one, but for now this will work. Those pass-through wires are up there on the firewall and then right under here, under the dash. So this piece pops off and then you can see a little better, but these wires are just stuck up under there, taped up. So you bring them down and you got a red, black, a white, and a blue. So ran the wires up through my dash, back down, around, and mounted the radio right here, which wasn't exactly where I wanted it, but you know, I got the cup holder here that goes over the top, and this deal that opens and flops down. But after all the other spots and everything else I had going on, I figured that was where it was going to end up. So I just actually turned it on a second ago. Everything works. But it's a pretty easy process. Like I said, I had those pass-through wires, so it made it easier. But yeah, this is the unit I got here, and get it tuned up and see how it works.